Yeah, I'm definitely overthinking this. Dear Diary, I went to the gym today. Everything was just as it was when I left 2.5 years ago. It's been a long journey, dating back to grade 12 when I started training, followed by years of living the so-called gym rat life, to the eventual realization that I had body dysmorphia.
Hi, my name is Jayan, and I have body dysmorphia.
And was in a state of utter brokenness. So I took a break, a long break. I just couldn't see the point of a strong and fit body at the cost of my mental health. It was like, how did others do it? Motivation, as I've always known it, had to be something strong, powerful, and addictive. Oftentimes that being anger or stress, other times to seek a reward. I remember feeling triggered by friends who seemed to be doing fine in the gym, and I wasn't. Last year, I tried exercising again after getting into a car accident, but I noticed that I had no fume in me that motivated me to go. What used to be obsession as my motivator now laid empty. Now I had other stuff I wanted to do, things that didn't require sweating or pain, such as knitting. I think, for the most part, I've healed from the thoughts that used to haunt me every day. But as the new year begins and I step into my mid-20s with a sore back and stiff neck, I find myself opening the book I had closed and asking myself again, where does exercise belong in my life as an act of worship? In other words, how can the gym become a place that gives me life instead of demanding it? I never quite found my answer since asking this question 3 years ago. I think a natural way to go about this as a Christian is to approach it biblically. And I tried. I reminded myself that my body is a temple, and so that I should take care of it. But that's just too abstract of an answer to motivate me in the long run. So today, as I was exercising in silence, I tried to keep my ears and heart open to a new answer. Why should I do this? I asked God. How should I do this? And it's only as I write this diary several hours later that I suddenly realize.
Because God is a God of redemption. He redeems me from my past, allowing me to experience freedom and peace in what had once chained me. Healing from the gym requires me to re-enter that place of hurt, to remember and acknowledge the emotional and physical pain I was under, but not remain there. Instead, I redirect myself to God, the creator and healer of my body and soul. With this, I return to the gym as a place to witness God's redemptive power and to worship Him for having sustained me. I rejoice in movement, in the breath in my lungs, in strength that allows me to love my neighbors, in progress not tied to PRs and appearance, but rooted in freedom.
That's my motivation. I go to the same space, but with a different goal and posture. I go and do the opposite of what I used to do, focusing on doing light and slow routines with guardrails that protect me from previous habits. And so I move forward, differently than before, but for the first time, that feels enough.